Breaking news, Pangulong Bongbong Marcos, viral matapos umalingasaw ng walang patumpik-tumpik sa publiko ang kanyang mga matinding moves na ginawa sa ating bansa. Eto matindi mga kababayan, mismong Malacanang lang naman ang nagpakalat dito. Paano kaya nagawa ito ni PBBM sa loob lamang ng 2 taon? Plastic talaga Mr. President, ang tindi. At ayon sa balita mga kababayan, si PBBM lamang ang nakagawa nito sa buong kasaysayan ng Pilipinas. Kaya naman mga kababayan, huwag na natin itong patagalin pa. Samahan niyo ko at sabay-sabay nating alamin ang mga maiinit na balita sa araw na ito. News mga kababayan, dahil nakumpleto ng Administrasyong Marcos ang 4,700 flood control projects mula July 2022 hanggang sa kasalukuyang panahon. Yes mga kababayan, you got it right. 4,700 flood control projects talaga, habang mahigit 4,000 naman ang kasalukuyang ginagawa. Matatandaang nakipagpulong si Pangulong Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. kahapon sa Department of Environment and Natural Resources at iba pang mga kinauukulang ahensya ng gobyerno sa Palasyo ng Malacanang upang talakayin ang mga pagkakataon sa pamumuhunan sa sektor ng tubig. Sa panig ng National Irrigation Administration or NIA, sinabi ni NIA Administrator Eduardo Guillen na sa ngayon ay nakumpleto na ng ahensya ang 3 dam. Nais din ni Pangulong Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. na muling organisahin ang iba't ibang ahensya ng tubig para sa mahusay at epektibong pagtugon sa mga hamon na may kaugnayan sa tubig upang mapagsilbihan ang 40 milyong Pilipino na wala pang akses na maiinom ng tubig. Binigyang prioridad ni Pangulong Marcos ang pangangailangan ng pamahalaan na ituon ang pansin sa 40 milyong kulang sa serbisyong Pilipino at balansehin ang pangangailangan ng tubig para sa irigasyon, sambayanan at paggamit ng industriya. Ito ay nabuo ayon sa sinabi ni Department of Public Works and Highways Secretary Manuel Bunuan sa isang press briefing ng Palasyo na inatasan siya ni Pangulong Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. na isama ang mga programa sa pamamahala ng pagbaha ng ahensya sa iba pang sektor upang makatipid ng tubig para sa irigasyon at paggamit ng sambayanan at mga power generation. Sa kabila ng mga mapagkunan nito, ang Pilipinas ay itinuturing na water stress na may taunang average per capita water availability na 1,400 cubic meters na mas mababa kaysa sa normal na threshold na 1,700 meters per capita bawat taon. Nangangailangan ang bansa ng taunang pamumuhunan ng 119 billion pesos para makamit ang universal na access sa ligtas na supply ng tubig at mga serbisyo sa sanitasyon sa taong 2030. Sa kasalukuyan, mayroon lamang itong humigit kumulang 6 billion pisong average na taunang pampublikong pamumuhunan sa infrastruktura ng tubig sa nakalipas na 5 taon, ayon sa pinakahuling datos. Tinukoy din ng DENR at NIA at iba pang mga ahensya ng gobyerno ang 247 na potensyal na proyekto ng tubig na naglalayong muling gamitin ang mga karapatan sa tubig ng NIA, partikular ang labis na tubig sa irigasyon para sa iba pang gamit nang hindi makompromiso ang mga kinakailangan sa irigasyon sektor ng agrikultura. Ang mga proyektong ito ay inalok para sa mga public-private partnership at ipakita sa mga lokal at international na stakeholders sa Water Investment Forum na ginanap noong February 2024. Sa ngayon, ang pamahalaan ay nakatanggap ng higit 90 na mga panukala sa anyo ng mga sulat at interes mula sa mga lokal na unit ng pamahalaan at 6 na malalaking kumpanya ng tubig.
Good morning everybody. This morning actually I presented in the sectoral meeting with the President, the sectoral cabinet meeting with the President, actually the flood management program of the Department of Public Works and Highways. I presented to him all the projects that were being implemented with local funds and of course the foreign assisted projects. In my briefing to him, actually I said the President asked me that, I think we have to integrate our flood control management programs with the other sectors that so that the water that we manage in the flood control do not go to the sea directly, and to the extent possible that we have to conserve and utilize it for other purposes like for irrigation, water supply, and power if necessary. So this is a direct instructions of the President to me that we have to integrate all these components in the particularly in the major projects, flood control projects that the department will be undertaking. So this is what we are going to do. Although there have been some flood control projects that the department has been implementing with these components, but we will of course enhance actually the formulation of the other structures that are needed for irrigation, water supply, and power, because the budget of the Department of Public Works and Highways over the years for flood control program is increasingly tremendously, and actually for 2024, if I recall, actually the total budget of the department for flood control projects for both foreign assisted and locally funded runs to about I think more than 300 billion pesos. So I think this is a good source of what the President calls the integrated water resource management program for irrigation, water supply, and power if necessary. So thank you very much for that.
Thank you, Secretary Bonoan. Undersecretary C.P. David, would you like to expound on the 40 million underserved and the other priority programs that you identified?
Thank you, Daphne, and good morning, everyone. It has been a year since the President created the Water Resources Management Office, April 27 of 2023 to be exact, when he signed the executive order creating our office. The main objective of the office is to integrate and harmonize the different programs of the various agencies of government with water-related functions such as DPWH, NIA, the water districts, LUA, and MWSS. And I'm happy to report to everybody that after 1 year, first and foremost, we have completely mapped out our resources, our water resources. Believe it or not, we are actually very rich in water resources. I should probably qualify that because we are rich in water resources during the rainy season. And during the dry season, this is our perennial issue, that there is not enough water for irrigation, even for drinking water and power generation, such as what we are now seeing in Mindanao. I'm also happy to report to everybody that over the past year, we have been coordinating with NIA, with Admin Gillian, in transforming the different NIA facilities to become multi-purpose facilities and not just for irrigation. I think this is a big step towards integrating our water resources. And then for this year, we are again integrating flood control with SecMani, Bonoan, and DPWH. And I think this is a more harmonized way of rationalizing the infrastructure requirements that we have, serving various purposes, including water supply, flood control, irrigation, maybe even for ecotourism, power generation, aquaculture, and so on and so forth. Finally, the directive of the President this morning was very clear. 40 million of our residents, Filipinos, do not have access to a formal water supply. They still access water from springs, from creeks, some even rainwater. They rely on rainwater for drinking water purposes. And while we have big projects in line for large cities such as Bacolod, Cebu, Cagayan de Oro, Tarlac City, and so on, we have to focus on the 40 million unserved population. And there are a few strategies that we have in mind in order for us to provide water to these communities.
Everybody. Ma'am, huwag na tayong lalayo. Ito na lang sa ating Pantabangan Dam. Actually, mag-50 years na yan sa September. Ang laki po ng impact sa atin yan. In fact, last year, nagkaroon tayo ng malalaking bagyo. Yung Egay, Falcon, hindi ho nag-release ang Pantabangan Dam ng tubig. So imagine ang effect sa Central Luzon kung yung ating kung wala yung Pantabangan Dam. So yun ang message ng ating Pangulo. Yun ang gusto niya mangyari. In fact, last year pa, kinausap na niya kami ni SecMani Bunuan, ng DPWF, at nag-identify na kami since last year pa ng pwede naming convergence ng mga projects. Kasi sabi nga, ang message natin na unity dito, simulan nga natin sa national government muna. Pagsamasamahin yung resources para sa ikabubuti ng ating mga proyekto, makatipid tayo sa implementation at mas maraming pakinabang. Again, ang gusto po ng ating Pangulo ay yung dams yung water management, ano? Para meron tayong pang-irigasyon. Nabanggit kanina yung sa flood control, itong hydro water, itong power. Hindi lang yun, may aquaculture pa tayo, may pang-tourism pa, ano po. So, yun po yung ginagawa natin ngayon. Yung resources natin, nag-uusap po kami para mas marami pong pakinabang at mas makatipid tayo sa implementation ng mga projects.
Okay.